Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, those people. Rock and come in. Rock and come in, good people. How you guys doing? Good to have you here. Rock and come in, guys. Really happy you're here with us. Each and every one of you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Who got next? Who got news? Good to have you folks. Good to have you folks. Welcome each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anil again, people. Anil again. Welcome to each and every one of you guys. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Do let us know if you're seeing us clearly as well, loud and clear as well. We out here, folks. Paul Board and all the other guys like Lannis and Myrna, Agatha, Marcus, Sandra, Koana. Good to have you folks right here, ringside, right here, folks, in the Coliseum, in the stadium, in the arena. Welcome in the ring for all of you joining us from around the world, folks. Anil at it again. Anil before the CCJ. What a thing today. What a thing today. We're predicting re-election petition 99 going. But we're just saying. Anil off to a bad start. Anil is off to a bad start. Camille Cox, good to see you. Marsha Glasgow, thanks for the feedback. Marsha says loud and clear. Pretty Melissa, good to have you. Robin Marquez, good to have you too. Leon Gobedan, good to see you. Lester Harlow, welcome. And I see Joanne, good to have you. Joanne Jemmett, good to have you. Mark Allman, all our favorite folks, share the live and smash the emoji button. Lena Williams, Lynn Fernandez, welcome guys. Roxana Jester Jacobs and Joe and Stephanie, so privileged to have each and every one of you good folks here with us. Welcome in the ring. Mavis Davis, well. I see Diana Fordyce, Mortimer, Timothy Reynolds is here as well, guys. Basil Clark, good to have you folks here with us. Joining us from around the world, Pace and Power. Gladstone Matthews is here with us as well. And Alisa Morilal, guys, we're really happy that you folks are here with us. Trust that you guys would have had a fantastic day. Trust that you guys would have had a lovely day. Yep. Good to have you folks. Good to have you folks. Atalaway Duncan, good to see you this evening. Good to see Angel, Adele Wade. Good to see again. I see Stacy. Stacy Wade is joining us as well. Edward Wade, good to have each and every one of you here. Smash that emoji button. Share the live. Good to have you folks. Good to have you guys. Pace and power, folks. Pace and power. Boots on the ground. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how we're doing this, folks. Let's get going. We are ready to go. Fire up, guys. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Neil Bino. How are you doing, Neil? Lots of folks, lots of things happening. Lots of folks are here. Share that live. Smash that emoji button, guys. And partner with us, man. Partner with us. Who got sex? Who got sex? Who got sex? Good to have you folks. I see John Stewart. Good to have you, Carol Hudson and Jenny's Booker. Wilton Blue. Good to see you, Wilton. Good to see Kesh Sharman, Kurt Heidekan. Good to have all you beautiful, lovely folks with us this evening. We trust that you guys are well. We're firing up at this end, folks. Make the shares look nice. Make the emojis look nice, good people. We out here. Is it Garcia Husbands and Gail LaRose? All of you wonderful folks. Ingrid Ambrose, Morris Toby. How you folks be? How you all there? How you all at? Guys, really happy to see you folks. Anil at it again, folks. Anil at it again. We don't know how this one is going to go, you know. We can't tell you. We don't want to assume either. This one here a little touchy. It's a little touchy, a little sticky. Glenda Britain. It is a little touchy, folks. a little sticky. We can't guess how it's going to go. We don't want to judge too harshly and so forth. But, folks, this is after a rocky start for the Attorney General. It is off to a rocky start for the Attorney General before the CCJ. And we're going to be telling you guys a little bit more about that as we go in the program. And share the damn live stream. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. Smash, smash, smash that emoji button for us, good folks. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. And you definitely need to share the damn live. Part of us as well, good people. Good to have each and every one of you here. How you folks on Twitter are doing? How you folks on YouTube and LinkedIn? Facebook, we know how we all there. Debbie Smart Felix, don't we know? Liz Baxton, don't we know? Gayla Rose, Amanda Kendall, Tanya Cummins, Michelle Dilton, don't we know? Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. Well, I was before the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ today. He thought he was fighting until some of the justices started asking some very interesting questions. Some very, very interesting questions. Pretty insightful. Very insightful from where we're sitting, guys. We're going to share that with you in just a little bit. He's at it again. Gil Ali Cook, Eula Lafferman Rubens, and Renald Warrell, Charlene, Juice Tendry, good to find you. Good to see you here. Good to find you here. Angeli Abrams, Stanley Wilson, Petula Boys. Welcome in the ring. And all you other fantastic folks joining us. Make the shares look nice, good people. Smash that emoji button as well, folks. It's Tuesday, the 19th day of July. Mid-month is gone. Hope you guys are closer to accomplishing some of those goals and aims and objectives you set out to do at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the month. Pace and power. We're moving on. We're going on down the line. Francia Fraser, we'll see you there, guys. We are happy each and every one of you are here, folks. Thousands of you have now joined us. We can see that officially from the back end. We can see that. Thousands across social media. We're happy you folks are here. Why don't you take the opportunity to share the live? Come here, you got a little complacent now, you know. Warren Mark, I hope it's not you. I know it's not Sheena Hazel. I know it's not Odessa James. I know it's not Terrence Lewis. But some of us get a little complacent in sharing the live. You all want other folks to get valid and credible information. Come on, folks. I know there are some people out there, wicked, stink, and dirty. But it's those not you folks. I know it's not you folks. Cecile O'Girl, Sheena Hazel. I see Leroy. Leroy is here as well. And Pinky Vaughn is here to pace and power. Good to have you folks here. We're ready to get into the fight, cat, guys. And we trust that you beautiful, lovely folks are as well. We all be, we all act, we all. I want to see this fight before the CCJ, folks. Marsha Glasgow, Natasha Thomas, legal battle before the CCJ just today. And after Rocky start. Folks, y'all know Anil in a little while. Y'all know Anil the AG. Install AG. Y'all know you win nothing in a little while. I see some folks in it's time for him to step down. Cecile O'Girl, what about you? What do you say? Lena Jacobs, what do you say? I see Joan Robinson is here as well, and Mona Monroe. I see Dion Joseph is here. Dion says, watch it. We watching back to you. Roxanne Lester Jacobs, ring the bell. You're going to have to ask for twice. Roxanne Fortune, you have to ask it twice. You're attached to every word. We there. The out here good people. Desiree Smart, Felix, Pauline, is it Pauline Henry, Joylyn Cook, Joel Ward. Good to see Paulina Welch. That's the name. Wilson Kilkenny is joining us out of YouTube, off of YouTube. Where LinkedIn folks at? Where are Twitter folks at? Leave us a comment, folks. Retweet, share the damn live, smash that emoji button. Don't go out there looking tender, folks. Did we pass 500 shares yet? Some of y'all getting a little tiggish. Folks, it's Tuesday night. Some of y'all getting a little slow. We know y'all get so hooked in, you're locked on, you log in. Folks, a lot of things happen in this country, though. A lot of things happening in this country. A lot of things happening. We're fired up. We trust that you folks are as well, and we are ready to go. How are you folks out there doing? Let us know, please. Let us know. Mark Rodriguez. Let's fight, Roxana Dessa Jacobs. I see, is it Tricia? Good to see you, Tricia. Is it, how do you pronounce EOM? Thank you for your name. Margaret Stewart, take a ring. Yep. Tiny girl. Hazel Stewart. Good to have you folks. Some of y'all like noise. We come here to Bacchanal. We come here to Carnival. Kid Smith, how you doing? Brandy's Barker, Roxanne Fortune. Marine Chichester Paul. Good to see you, Marine. All right, guys. Let's have a go at it. Let's have a go at it, guys. And we start, I believe we start from around the world. Here, what's happening where some of you are. Some of you are joining us from the UK, from the United Kingdom, from that realm. And folks, it's hot there. It's very, very hot there. This, folks, it's a scorcher, unprecedented scorcher happening there in the UK. And we trust that all our folks who are joining us from that end, you stay as cool as you can. They told us today temperatures got to about 104 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 degrees Celsius. Hot. The Brits in here not really accustomed to those English summers. They said hot. We hope the folks there stay as warm as possible. Of course, some of this is due to a wildfire raging across Europe. And you know, climate change with us. Climate change with us as well, good people. So to all our listeners and viewers out of UK, folks, stay safe. Stay safe. Please, Pauliana Shaw, stay safe. And all the other guys. Lizzie Simon, Qualamingo, Will Felix Simon, stay safe. Sandra Brotherson. Sandra is hot in New York as well. It's hot in New York. We're going to take your word for it. Adolphus Jamat, good to have you, Denise Landon Welchman and Don Joe Anne Marie. No, the other folks, share the damn live. Smash the emoji button. Party with us. Make the emojis look nice, folks. Make the share look nice. Nicole the best. And this is what we're following, folks. Internationally, watching the heat. We ain't even there and the place hot. We're not even there, folks, and the place hot. And that's one of the things we are following. You know, thoughts and prayers go out to all of those folks there. Stay as cool as you can, folks. Stay as cool as you can. Win tell all you. Ghana is not a real place. We spotted this recently. It's one of the things that make us say, Ghana indeed is not a real place. Could you imagine going to an NDC to make a complaint and the overseer attitude is so odious, is so rancorous? The people abuse you down here, though. You're right. We showed you a brother from Region 2 last evening who had that issue with his property by the waterfront there, plying a trade there since 1992. Is bullying the people, come to bully him. Now we're seeing somewhere in Guyana an overseer who think he's king. The woman came to make a complaint. Why you broke down my stall? I've been paying, I've been prying there for a little bit. My God, who tell her to do that? Folks, Guyana is not a real place. It is not a real place.
Check for respectful people. Hey, let me tell you something. If you don't want me, don't. Me never got time with you, you know. You know? You don't check.
Even as I English language, I already tap you.
Hey, you don't tell me that me don't understand English language, right? You keep your disrespect for yourself. You keep it for yourself. Because you know what? The taxpayers' money, just in case you don't remember or you don't know or you don't care how you live or you get paid, you're employed here at the NDC. The taxpayers like me, money pay you, right? And let me remind you, I am tax compliant. Me's not the ones who just jump around and asking for service from the government and don't pay tax. And I think I just pay more than my fair share of tax too. So I'm asking if you check your records before you break my stand. I would like to have my material to reconstruct my stand. The one Guyana we talking about here. Well, I'm going to put up back my stand. Because it's not fair for you to break my stand to put somebody who chose to build over the trench. All those people on the one side, when they were allocating spots on this tarmac, they didn't want it. They choose to build over that trench. Now they got to move so the trench can clean. Check your records. You don't have a record? Tracy. Well, me go build back my stand.
You maybe a broken simple.
Right? Me go build back my stand.
Simple thing.
Because he got people who want to sell on this thing every day.
You must go check it out. It's fully garbage.
How can my stall get garbage underneath when it's floored and he got board blocking the
Go
side?
on, check it now. I will carry it there now and show you.
How me stall go get garbage underneath?
It's fully garbage. You like me blind now? To you?
Neither of you blind. You know what you want for no, and today go be the day with the difference because I going to build back my stand.
I'm going to broke it tomorrow. Simple.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, woman, they didn't have broke.
Okay. You know something? One day you might got the mind for broke something for somebody, but you're not gonna get the power for do it. Because people can break you even more. You will break the style. You can break the style. You can break the style. You know how many people sit in that chair as an overseer in this office? Just look back.
Overseer not matter to me, you know.
It no matter to you.
It not matter to me.
Power matter to you. You got a job.
I got to do.
Okay. But if
You can't go ahead bullying the sea and tell me what
who
you want.
bullying
You
you?
can't tell me what you want.
Me can't tell you what me want? Why me can't tell you what me? Who check your records? Me pay you 1 year in advance. Who to be blamed for that? Why she walk out the office? Me pay 1 year in advance. And she know that too. She know that very well. I know that I'm not coming here every week. Listen to me. Me know that me not come here every week. That's why when me come, me say, look, me pay 3 months in advance. When me come again for bring chicken, me pay another 3 months. Me that 1 year in advance. 1 whole year.
Yeah, so we can't tolerate that. Got people willing to
We
pay.
have the records.
Huh? Y'all can't stop.
Yep. Somewhere in Guyana, folks, an overseer, power drunk. That's how we deal with the public now. Them boys come back. Guyana is not a real place. Somewhere in Guyana, an overseer think he on top. Somewhere in Guyana, that's how the PPP passes off leadership, you know. That's how they pass off. They care about the people. They come and block your place down. You got your receipt that you're paying lawfully and legally. He don't care because somebody else he want put there. Right? But I'm taking it so. We continue to follow that. It's not a real place, good folks. It's not a real place. To tell you more about that, it is not a real place. You all know the place we are going to buy 1 or 2 times? Huh? Machulan, Maureen, and Chester and so on. That place, man, what's called again? Red Dragon, the police running there. That's right. Hold on, man. You all know what's happening by Red Dragon? Think about the name. Huh? You all know what's happening by Red Dragon? A lot of things. That's how I can tell you. A lot of things. Man said, he come to buy a hot dog. Them boys say, what you doing here? Huh? He said, now the girls bring it. He come to buy hot dog. He and the girlfriend came to buy hot dog. Them boys said, carry down he, the girlfriend, a lot of other girls. A lot of other Latinos and, you know, all kinds of folks down there in the Latino bar. It's a good thing that's not in light when I pass through. Matthew James, it's a good thing that's not in light when I pass through, Matthew. Who shared the damn live? Who can smash the emoji button? I just going to buy a dog too. I just going to buy a dog too. What are you going to tell me? I like my hot dog from Latino bar. You understand me? I buy a good burger from there. You understand me? I just want the breasts, you know. The breasts is what you want. Right? The breasts from Red Dragon. Sweet bar, the breasts. Talk about the chicken breasts in the burger. The chicken breast. The breast there, sweet bar. Right? See, he went for a hot dog. He and the girl. Them boys Gaudi. That is how it went down there. But Red Dragon last evening, folks. This country is not a real place. That's what we keep telling you. It is not a real place. Wanda Fraser, Paulina Welch, Chanel Moses, I see Royan Sukram, good to have you. Walter Robinson, Quadamingo, Carol Hudson, Angela Abrams. You see, it's a good thing I went the night. It's a good thing that's the night. I let the child like clock in early. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. He says, get up. The Lord don't come. Lord don't come. He sends. He makes a way escape. For information, we show you all how a lot of things start. You understand me? We don't always show you how to go in. But this is for information, folks. A lot of things happening in this country. When we spot your boy, in Parfait Harmony, dealer in there. In Parfait Harmony. And one thing we know quite clear about dealer in there, He's talk a good talk. He's a true PPPite. He's talk a good talk, but you see the walk. I want to inform the people part fair harmony. That's the last time you all seen the lot in there. There's common promise of fixing, and then you don't see them back again. It's a good bluff. It's a good bluff. They come, promise of fixing the road, take out 2 pictures and so on, but you don't see them back. So part fair harmony, fool me once, fool me twice, part fair harmony. Don't go down the road with them. Don't go down the road with them. You say you're coming to fix the road, I tell you, y'all haven't seen him back in a little while. Y'all not seeing him back in a little while. How we know this? Because they've been to other communities like this. Let's ring the bell for deal that, man. False promises, they're not in there. False promises, you know. But they're not parents are tight. You can see your beating a little bit there, though. You see, that being said, folks, that being said, we want to show you some other things that happen in some other places. One of the false promises being made there. You know, last evening we told you guys about this road in Liverpool. Liverpool Village. Residents say they want proper roads. Folks, the residents, they're not having it. That's what I want to tell you. Looking for the words. Celine Sinclair, they're not having it. Wonder Moore, Joylyn Richards, and Jelly Abrams. Corrida Ken, they're having it. They're having it. And Jelly, they're not having it. This is Liverpool residents. I wish some of us could grow the testicular fortitude. Spirally, like you folks from Liverpool. I wish some of us could grow the testicular fortitude, the things, and grow it big, real big. Like critics zone, big. The testicular fortitude and withstand this corrupt install regime. Look what the people from Liverpool Village are saying. They're not having it. Take a look, folks. Take a listen. I said take a look and take a listen.
Road bill halfway, and this is what they're doing to we. This is halfway thing we accept. Too much oil money there for this thing.
No way, man. None way I say street again. You got 10, Portman, Wim, every street complete. Why much only in black people and
Yes.
We can't accept a half street. The country is rich now, we get a lot of iron, and we need a whole street. It's not right for us to accept half street. There's people living at the back, and we need a full street. There's nothing like a half street now, we need a full street. And a proper street also. That's not take this action. Besides that, the Vice President was here at Liverpool, and he said, if work is doing it in our area, and it's not doing to standard, we have a right to stop it. So we take action.
Okay, all right, so as you see, persons block the street to stop the work. They're not satisfied with the quality of work. Councillor, is there anything you want to say in representation?
Just to add a little bit more, just to for you maybe the viewers. The NDC weren't informed about this work. The resident in the area did not inform. For me, this is a kidnap of village. Things given upon you, you know what I mean, was pushed upon you without anybody get knowledge about it. This, we can't accept this in a rich country whereby we will now get our natural resources and then give us half of our pie. We are not those type of people. We want an entire street, and that we're going to block the street until we get an entire street. There's what I want to say this afternoon hour.
All right, thank you very much. Constituency councillor, is there anything you want to say? You're the constituency councillor. As you see, the people that block the street. Is there anything you would like to add?
Yes. The resident in this area at this present moment is not satisfied with this work in the contract they are doing at this present moment. Because this work that's going on, no one in the area know nothing that really are transparent at this present moment. So we has request the engineer to come into the area to tell the residents something concerning this street that has been making at this present moment. And to this moment, up to now, the engineer cannot be here at this present moment. So, yes, at the first case, we, the residents at Liverpool, are not satisfied with this work that's going on.
Yep, they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied with the half streets. They are not satisfied. In addition to that, with the kidnapping of villages, we got to stop that. Stop the kidnapping of villages. PPP, wicked. Look what happens in some other places. You think the water bad by you? Look what the Tamari residents contend with. You think it's Coca-Cola coming through the tap or some strong Marby? No. It's potable water. Roxy Daly asking, who's sharing the damn life tonight, folks? Who's sharing the life? You telling people about black water coming through the tap. Some people asking you about SOPs. Is SOP or SOPs? I'm not too clear. I've seen some things. SOPs or SOPs. Coke coming through the pipe. Coca-Cola. Strong Marby coming through the pipe. Black coffee coming directly through the pipe. We innovative like that. Tamari residents, this is what I'm facing. How the water by you? How the water by you, Lindsay Lohan? Loretta Argyle, Hazelin King, Pauline Schultz. How the water by you? And this is what the Tamari residents going through, good people. That is what the Tamari residents going through. You know, since you talk about corruption, you talk about BJ scampishness, the thievery, SOPs. You talk about clean running water, SOPs. But that's how it happened by Tamari. Right? And the folks in Stouffville, they said they want back the trench. The PVP kidnapping trenches in Stouffville. They kidnapping trenches in Stouffville. Well, the Stouffville residents said tonight they want back the trench. They said the trenches disappear. They said the trenches right here. You can see the water clear. It used to be under the last administration. You could see the water clear. The people said they kidnapped the trench in Stouffville and they want back the trench. PDP, stop kidnapping trenches. Stop kidnapping villages. The people want the trench back in Stouffville. I hope they're not in there watching. They're not going to pass Stouffville to go home. By the 52-room mansion. You ain't seen this? Even when you go to check on the mansion there, you know, you flat, you big sprawl, you're passing, you can't go up a little bit by Stouffville and watch and see what happened there. You can't go up a little bit and see, but the people say stop kidnapping the trench, they want back the trench in Stouffville. We don't talk. We have to get the SOPs to get this trench clean. Let us know. Please and thank you, good folks. Let us know what we need to do. The people in Stouffville say they want back the trench. They're not having it. Please and thank you. They want the trench. Jelly's Booker, the guys say they want the trench back. They say bring it back quick for us. They want back the trench. And as we're not, folks, as we're not, we spotted some industrious folks in East Rambille today. They're so fed up, waiting for the roads fixed. They are so fed up, waiting for the road fixed. You know what they did? Fixing the damn stuff.
Is this love or obsession? This feeling is blown.
Yep. Can't go there these days to fix it your damn self. Can't go there. Take another look at that. East Rambille in Georgetown. Fix it yourself. Don't come around with funny.
Is this love or obsession? This feeling is blown.
They realize you come back. Vote of the day, folks. Voter of the day. Folks are getting innovative. Folks are getting very, very innovative to bring attention to the problems they're facing in their communities. Potholes is one. That's why the folks down there in East Rambille said, don't come wrong with funny. They decided to fix it themselves. Folks who share the damn life, who smashing the emoji button first. Some other folks are getting very, very creative with potholes in this country. This is one area we saw. This is what the folks do with the pothole. The government ministers who pass, they can't sit and see it. The folks are getting innovative in the country. Who's sharing the life for us, man? Don't let me get Bassity. Don't let me get Chupity. Share the damn life. Who vex lose? Shoot! Titi Wood Girl, share the life. Dorothy Sander, share the life. Chandel Moses, Penelope Howard, Cycling Earl, Lynn McDonald, share the damn life. Smash the emoji. But we are very creative, innovative even. Yep. We love the greenery. Doing what we got to do to save the trees, good folks. Doing what we got to do. Moving on in the fight card. We trust that you guys are great. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, especially in a country like ours. Just got to do, folks, What you gotta do? Who vex lose? Who vex lose? Share the live. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, folks. And remember to partner with us as well. Moving on, folks. Signs of the times. That's what I want you all know. Signs of the times, good people. All around us. He's back, folks. He's back. Signs of the times. Mountain down below. Pope Emmanuel is back with a bang. Yep. Putting a smile on a lot of parishioners' face. The man is back with a bang. Back with a bang. He's very happy to be back. Look what we saw quite recently, folks. I know if you're going. The man has an event coming up. Devendra Kumar, I know if you're going. Eula Lafferman Rubens, Andre English, Geisis Mingelberg, Alvin Fraser, Edo Rodney, Francia Fraser, Agatha Queen, Cornelius King. I don't know if you're going. But there's an event on. You know, some of y'all need to go. Gavin Spectator need to go get a miracle for change your ways. You need a miracle? Miracle Fest, folks. Right? Come get your miracle nightly giveaways. I don't know if that's the miracles or in addition to that. I don't know if it's the nightly miracles or in addition to that. But His Highness Pope Emmanuel is back, folks. Miracle Fest is coming up. It says it's at 235 South Road, Lacey Town, between Camp and Alexander Street. Miracle Fest. Nightly giveaways. Francia, you going Craig Heidegger? You have a group of you. I'm fighting to go by myself, yeah? I get to all now. I get to all now. I'm fighting to go by myself. Every couple of you are going. I will tag along. Chandel Moses, Brian Leslie, you going? Michael Reed. Folks, we need miracles in this country, though. We need some miracles. I think it's coming by the Pope. You know, miracles is miracles. Brandon Bowman said, we send the trenches, the jagabats, the trench crappos, tadpoles and cricketers. We can send them. And he says, how you all doing? How you all doing? Miracle Fest, folks. Who know? However we get back, we can go back. However we going in back, we going in back. Miracles, you name it. Signs and wonders, signs of the times. Signs of the times, folks. Signs of the times. Elisa Modilal, Donna Miller, Michael Reed, Andrew Griffith. Signs of the times. Yep. That's how it's going down there. Signs of the times. Take nothing for granted. Rosamond David, Alexis, June, Stacey Braffett. Signs of the times. How are we going back to office? We going back. Signs of the times, good folks. Signs of the times. Well, y'all know them by story, I would say. Y'all know them by Dolores Denny, Alexis Fraser. You share the live. You smash the emoji button. Anil Nandalal was before the CCJ today. Folks, I think he want to go back too soon, you know. I don't think he's going to want to go back too soon. Alexis Fraser, Elizabeth Hamilton, blessed child. I don't think he's going to want to go back too soon at all. Before we get there, you know, we've been following what the guys have been saying concerning the fishes and so on. Yeah? Concerning the fishes and so on. How Exxon Mobile since they start drilling out the fishes. They denied it. As a matter of fact, there was an agency that did a report that says, no, it's not Exxon Mobile. It's climate change, the water getting warm and the fish and the cold water fleeing and so on. It's not Exxon Mobile. Well, Exxon Mobile very, very recently, in a report put out by Exxon Mobile, says that they're doing a drilling campaign in an area off our coast. And they pointed out marine life is going to be affected. Marine life, like fishes and so on, is going to be affected by what they're doing out there. Right? They said you might get a very low yield and so on happening. So we found that, folks, quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Just after the minister, Zulfikar Mustafa, told us it's not Exxon, it's climate change. It's climate change, folks. Climate change. Lie. You lie. That was a lie. That was a lie, good folks. That's what we've been following. That is what we've been following. Yep. Well, it was session today, good people. It was sesh at the CCJ. Now, Anil's contention is that the Court of Appeal in Guyana, the Court of Appeal in Guyana does not have jurisdiction to hear the appeal of the elections petition. Not only that, they go on to state that even the CCJ, by extension, wouldn't have, the jurisdiction to hear the appeal. But I didn't think Justice Peter Jamadar was having it, And if you listen to the question he posed to the AG, I hope it's the AC, same thing. Old and cool, same thing. If you listen to the question he posted to the AC, it gives us a little glimmer of where they might be going. But of course, we're getting excited. We've seen enough cases. We know enough law. So no, you don't get too excited when the first shot is fired. But we thought it was quite insightful. Might we, good folks, share some of this with you? Again, Anil's contention, the installed regime's contention. It's that, gentle folks, who shared the damn live? That was not their contention. I just asked you who shared the live. The contention was at the Court of Appeal locally, and the CCJ cannot hear this case because it's not within their jurisdiction to hear the case. Well, folks, the CCJ, the folks of the CCJ, had something else on their mind. They were thinking something else. Take a look. Take a listen. You got to listen. Don't let nobody distract you now. The only thing I want you to do while you're listening is share the damn live. That is the only thing. Take a listen. Let's turn our ears to the CCJ, folks.
General, I am not biting at the bit to interrogate. I just have a question in my head, a small one. And I'm certainly not putting on the garb of Hercules at this time. So let's put all of that aside. Let's stay with the main framework of your submissions, which is that the jurisdiction to appeal must be found within either the constitutional or statutory, including rule regime, and that is the Constitution together with the National Assembly Validity of Elections Act and rules. I think that much is at the heart of what you've said today. And so my question is, looking at 163.3 of the Constitution, which establishes, well, let me ask, do you agree that 163.3 establishes two bases for an appeal to the Court of Appeal, as enumerated A and B?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. B is where there is a determination of a substantive petition. I'm just summarizing. In other words, you have an order or you have, you agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. So my question revolves around what does A mean? So B clearly has not occurred in this case. Now, in Guyana, is there a procedure that provides for a leave stage in the hearing and determination of an election petition to be found within the statutory and regulatory framework that you have established for your arguments?
No, Your Honor, but the courts have...
Oh, no. Before you reach the courts, let's stay with because your argument was premised on a principle, as I understand it. I will hear what you have to say about the courts in a moment. I just want to stay within the framework of your argument, because your argument is the court's decisions all the courts, you say to us, do not undertake this Herculean task because you are limited. An appeal must be grounded in statute, and in this case, you are limited to 3 documents: the Constitution of Guyana and the National Assembly Act and the National Assembly rules, because those are passed pursuant to the Constitution by Parliament. And so that's what you call the regulatory regime. I'm fine with that for now. You say that courts must not do anything more. So I'm staying within that framework for now. So what I'm asking you is, and I think you have answered, this constitutional statutory framework does not provide procedurally for a leave stage in the hearing of election petition. For example, in public law, we all know in judicial review that is so. You can have a Judicial Review Act, you can have your CPR rules in which there is a leave stage, or in an application, an appeal against a question of costs only, most of the common law jurisdictions, you must, by statute, you must get leave of the court to appeal. So we agree then, for now, that there is no statutory structure which includes a leave stage. Yes?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, good. My question, therefore, is this. When 3A says an appeal shall lie, I assume as of right, to the Court of Appeal from a decision of the judge granting or refusing leave to institute proceedings, my fundamental question is, what does that mean? Because we have no leave stage. In other words, let me use an analogy, and then you can respond. In judicial review, you make your application for leave. That application could be resisted or not. And if it is at the end of that application, the court says leave granted, gives directions, or leave refused, dismisses the notice, and may make orders for costs. So what is it that the Constitution contemplated at 163.3 when it uses the language from the decision of a judge granting or refusing leave to institute proceedings for the determination of any of the questions in one?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Your Honor, in my submissions, I spoke to deficiencies in the statutory code. And those deficiencies have existed from time immemorial. While 163, let's go to the part that is not disputed. An appeal shall lie to the Court of Appeal from determination by the High Court on how we are to reach the Court of Appeal. But conventionally, parties utilizing this jurisdiction have always used the form applicable to file appeals to the Court of Appeal. The question that Your Honor is asking me arose in Chaitan and Gypsy. And I believe the question had to be what, because I think in Trinidad there is a similar vacuum. And I believe the ruling was any form applicable, any procedural vehicle that would be acceptable can be used. And that has been the position in Guyana as well. In fact,
Mr. Attorney General, yeah, I understand the John Doe principle. I'm good with that. I'm asking something a little bit different, I think. I don't know if I've not expressed myself clearly enough. I am not on where there is a lacuna, where there is a right provided and there is a lacuna in the provision of a process that the court must find a process to give effect to the right. That's a John Doe principle. That's fine. So if there is nothing that says, that's fine. So if there is nothing that says how you appeal, but the Constitution gives you a right of appeal, then of course the court provides for a reasonable procedure. I'm not troubled by that at all, but I'm not asking that. You are right, 3B is clear. A ground of appeal is where there has been, remember we are on a question of ground of appeal and jurisdiction. A ground of appeal, a right of appeal, I should say, sorry, lies where there has been a determination by the High Court of any of the questions at 163.1, i.e. the validity of election petition. All right, so wherever there has been a determination by the High Court, Chief Justice George heard the case and decided yea, no, nay, in between. There's a determination. 163.3b says you have a right of appeal. Work out the procedure if you don't have one. You have a right of appeal. Now, what I'm asking is about 163.3a. 163.3a also gives you a right of appeal. I'm not talking about how to appeal. I'm a priori. How? It gives you a right of appeal. My question is, what is the right that is being given at 163.3 where it speaks to a decision? You must have a decision. So let's look at it. You agree you must have a decision of the High Court? Yes. Attorney General, looking at this section, do we agree we must have at least a decision?
Yes, granting or refusing leave.
Right. To institute proceedings.
Yes.
So wherever there is a decision that either gives permission or refuses permission to institute proceedings, proceedings for what? To determine any of the questions at one, i.e. validity of election petition. So my question is, what does it mean to say that wherever you have a decision that grants or refuses permission, I'm substituting the word permission for leave because we have no leave process, to institute proceedings to determine a question, you have a right of appeal. Is that what this is saying? On the plain English, tell me what, first, maybe let's do it in a simple, in a structured way. What does the plain English of this mean? Before we, don't tell me about courts and interpretation of court. Let's just look at the plain statutory language that is given this right of appeal. What does it mean?
Your Honor, it means exactly what it says. That is, that, and the petitioners would have had to satisfy that requirement even in this petition, that before you file the petition, you go and you get an order permitting the filing of the petition.
Is that in the statutory regime in Guyana? That there's a first stage?
First of all, well, it is in the Constitution, which is part of the statutory code.
Where is that in the Constitution? Where is it say in the Constitution that before you can bring a 163(1) election petition, you must go to the court for some, I don't know, leave? Because if that is there, then that's the answer. That satisfies me completely. I am happy with that if that's there. Where is that?
It doesn't say that. It proceeds obviously on the assumption that that is a requirement, and we have a written judgment on this very issue, Your Honor, and I will forward it to Your Honor. This very provision was interrogated, and I will forward it to Your Honor. But perhaps Section 3 of the National Assembly Validity of Elections Act.
Wait, hold on. Section 3 of the Act, you said?
Yes.
I know I've looked at it. Let me just get it quickly here. 1 second. I'll pull it up now. Just give me one moment. Yep, I have it. Section 3. Method of questioning. Yep, I looked at that.
So there is also reference to 163A in that statutory code as well. But Your Honor, I am happy that.
Wait, hold on. 3 speaks to a question. In other words, 3 is saying any of the questions, I agree, in 163(1) are the subject of a fair enough, but I'm not asking that. I'm asking something different.
I know what Your Honor is asking.
Yeah.
Where is the requirement?
I'm not saying where, I'm asking, is there?
Is there?
Because if there is no requirement, Honorable Attorney General, then we have to make sense of what 3A covers constitutionally.
Yeah. And as I said, Your Honor, I didn't consider this relevant to the appeal at all. But now that Your Honor is asking me about it, I want to say 2 things. One, that we have judgments on this matter, I believe, from the Court of Appeal and the High Court, which I would like to put before the court. And secondly, Your Honor, this provision here again goes against the very scheme of the Court of Appeal Act, because it grants leave pursuant to an ex parte application.
Well, that's what I'm grasping at. You say now, this is the Constitution of Guyana. And the Constitution, you're talking about pursuant an ex parte application
Because
and so on and so on.
Practically, the application is done ex parte in practice.
Uh-huh.
And that is how Mr. Ford and those who commenced this petition would have done it. I had to do it when I did Ganga Prasad in 2015, and that's how every petition is commenced.
So there is a practice that you come for leave?
Yes, please, Your Honor. And Mr. Ford can confirm.
No. You see,
granted leave.
And where is that found? What is it? You see, what is the statutory basis for that?
Well, Your Honor,
is that relying therefore on the what is it, 138, the Section 30, the Validity Act, where you look at the UK Parliament or something? Where are you getting that from? Because the Constitution simply says what it says. And the question in my mind is the Constitution, is that section broad enough to say any dismissal? Or is it limited to the, so that are you saying then there is a practice?
There is a practice, Your Honor. I can confirm it. And I don't think anyone on this screen can dispute the existence of that practice, that as a condition precedent to the issuance of an elections petition, an application is made to the High Court for leave, and that application, it is after that application is made and granted that the petition is issued. Okay. And as I said, the provision was interrogated, and there is a written judgment, or there are written judgments on this issue. But I hasten to say, Your Honor, that, well, I don't see the relevance of this to the issue at hand. But of course,
it's fine. It's fine to say that, because, yeah. and I take absolutely no offense at that, Attorney General. That's fine. So that this 163.3a is related to some practice outside of the statutory regime that is actually a leave application. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
It's akin to a leave application. And as I said, in the case that it was examined, guidance was taken from the Court of Appeal in Chaitan's case, because this very issue arose in Chaitan's case out of Trinidad and Tobago.
Honorable.
But hold on, folks. It's simple English. Hold on. Don't go no place. I beg you. It gets better. It gets better. And listen to the question that Justice Ruth asked. And more than the question that Justice Ruth asks is the Attorney General, Anil. Listen to the question that Justice With asks of the Attorney General. Y'all see a little back against the wall right now. A little simple English. The Constitution plain. You know, what does X mean? He don't know. All the interested in is blocking the election petition from before the CCJ. But again, folks, hold on. Who's sharing the damn life? Tonight is the night you gotta share so folks get valid and credible information. Listen to the question that Justice Lee asked, and also Justice Justice With asked. Sit back, folks. Listen. We ain't getting too excited yet. We're just saying, folks, that this here is very insightful. Listen to the question Justice Lee asked, and then, folks, listen to the question Justice With asked. Yep.
General, you spoke a short while ago about several matters that you knew that had been dismissed on preliminary grounds. And you said, as far as you're aware, only one matter was heard on the merits. Did I get your submission right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. As far as you're aware, Attorney General, when those matters for leave come before the High Court judges, has there been an appeal from the refusal or grant of leave in any of those cases, as far as you know?
In one, I believe there was an appeal, and it had to do with the procedural vehicle used to make the application to the High Court judge. So it explored a procedural question. And I believe the Court of Appeal said that in the absence of a specific laid out procedure, then any one of the acceptable mode of procedure utilized in the High Court can be used. I think that decision is Veronica Dell. I can't remember the name, but I can provide those decisions to the court. I can do that.
Thank you. And one other question, Attorney General, when you spoke about these applications for leave before the High Court judge, what forms would be used? What procedural rules would be followed? Would the application say this form is, would someone suggest, in other words, look, if you have to do it to a young attorney who may be doing this for the first time, look, use the JR leave form that is in the rules. So, how does the court look at the application and think that it has met all the requirements, and of which rule? Can you assist? Thank you.
Your Honors, as I said, the position is flexible. Ordinarily, I think originating summons have been used with an affidavit in support, along with a copy of the petition appended to the affidavit. And it's normally heard and determined ex parte. That has been my experience. That is how I have done it. And no one has raised any issues in relation to that.
Mr. Attorney General,
yes, please, Your Honor.
Doesn't good old Erskine May on parliamentary practice and procedure provide the forms for this sort of thing?
Your Honors, maybe I can't speak directly to it, but I can speak to the reference in the National Assembly Validity of Elections Act to the procedure. Section 38 of the Act says, subject to this Act and rules of court, and the rules of court are these rules, the principles, practices, and rules on which committees of House of Commons of the Parliament of the United Kingdom used to act in dealing with elections petition shall be observed so far as may be by the court in the case of elections petition. So Your Honor is spot on. Without me checking directly, there is a reference to that in the statutory code, and therefore I have no doubt that Your Honor is on the right path.
So Attorney General, just to complete this circle, so therefore the House of Commons practice has been incorporated. You see, you put your argument in a very, very tight box. And now I think you are. I asked you a little earlier about Section 38 and the House of Commons practice. So do you now agree then that the statutory regime that is provided for by the Constitution and the National Assembly Act and rules includes sections 42 and 38 and 42 of the Validity Act, which Section 38 includes the principles, practices, and rules of the House of Commons in relation to election petitions, and therefore we can, in determining what can or cannot be done, at least we can look at that. Do you agree with that? Right.
Certainly, Your Honor.
And in relation to section, I know that's fine. In relation to section 42, which is doing the same thing, except now in relation to proceedings, as if the proceedings were an ordinary action within the jurisdiction of the court. So why do you, on one hand, help me say, okay, so section 38, you see, your argument started within a very narrow, the narrow confines of what was here. You said stay here. Now I agree. You are saying, well, okay, section 38 allows us to look a little further and by importation, incorporate principles, practices, and rules of the House of Commons. All right, be taken one little step. Why do you therefore say, a fortiori, section 42?
Your Honor, first of all, let me say that I have said from the beginning that the statutory code embraced by the Constitution and the National Assembly Validity of Elections Act apply. And that's all that applies. And whatever are contained in those codes apply. And I am respectfully submitting, Your Honor, as I did before, and that's why I asked this Honorable Court to have regard to my submission before the High Court, before the Court of Appeal. I thoroughly examined section 42 at pages 10, 11, 12 of my submissions before the High Court and explained that section 42 has to be read contextually. Yes.
So do you say a same thing in relation to the section 38 importation of the House of Commons rules?
Yes, Your Honor, it must be, because they're all subject. Section 42 begins with the condition precedent subject to this act and rules. Subject.
Yeah. No. So therefore now, can we therefore agree, at least theoretically, that for the purpose of election petitions, the corpus of the rules, so statute, legislation, and rules that govern the process can be found in the Constitution, the Validity Act, the Validity Rules, as well as, but subject to the former, as well as in the House of Commons rules and in the ordinary practice of the courts.
Your Honor began by saying that if we can agree. I don't think we ever disagreed.
Well, great. That's fine. I just want to be clear. Thank you very much. That's all I want to ask.
That's what I said this time, the four corners of a code. Wherever the code takes us, that's where we have to go. But outside of that, we go no further.
Agreed.
Mr. Attorney General, did I understand you correctly saying that only once an election petition was decided on the merits?
In Guyana, yes.
In Guyana?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a very effective method of challenging elections then. Wouldn't you agree that whatever we think about how to solve this, but wouldn't you agree that this system, as you describe it, gives an awful lot of power to a first instance judge? Because the judge can use any procedural device to torpedo the whole issue. I'm not saying that the Chief Justice did that in this case or whatever, but theoretically.
Your Honor, sorry.
And the judge might, for example, and I'm not saying that that is the case here, but there may be a case where the judge is manifestly wrong, but you will still say, well, we have to accept that because this is simply in no way appealable. These procedural decisions are simply not appealable. Do I understand you correctly?
Your Honors had to deal with that question in the Dominican case.
Correct, yes.
And Your Honors correctly pointed out that the decision is unappealable either way.
Yes.
I could have made a most compelling case of a flagrant breach of procedure, and the judge could have said, no, I reject that, and that would have been the end of the matter. And that
Correct.
is the nature of the jurisdiction.
Yes.
Because,
But,
because the larger policy directive is governments have to get on with the business of governing. This concerns the election of members to the National Assembly and the formation of government, which underpins the rule of law.
Yes.
And he said that very elegantly in RAM.
Yes, no, we understand that, and it has been expressed by this court. So, so that is fine. But I understand in this case there were two petitions, and one was stopped because of the procedural issue. Another one was allowed to proceed. Correct?
I can't recall what's the status of the other one.
Yes.
I can speak to this one. I can't recall right now.
So, looking at it in a very distant, from a very distant. So the system is very eager to punish, let's say, a few days delay in service, because that is what we're talking about. But then we are now 2 years after that election. That one petition that was allowed to continue is still somewhere. So Guyana is not the only country where this happens. It would seem, when I read these cases, that they take an awful long time. So.
Yep, folks. Yep, folks. And I think that captures it well. I think that captures it well. What does it say? When for a few days delay, you could torpedo a whole petition, but the same petition or a similar petition could be languishing in the courts for 2 years. Is that justice? You delay for a couple of days. Service. Remember, it's the big thing, the service. Who gets served right, who gets served wrong. Right? But there's no urgency in the court system. That's what the CCJ is telling us, to hear the cases. Quite interesting. No urgency, folks. No urgency. We can leave it there, good folks. We hope you all share the live. Smash the emoji button. We could be delving into this some more. An FYI in the morning. No urgency at all. No urgency. For a couple of days delay, you could torpedo a whole elections petition that can tell us what was the will of the people, the electorate. But that same case or a similar petition could be languishing in the courts for 2+ years. No urgency. That's what Justice Smith was saying.
So what about this urgency to deal with these things quickly? We all understand why that is necessary. But in practice, there doesn't seem to be that urgency.
Well, Your Honor, you are part.
That's our time, folks. That's our program. There's no urgency. In the judiciary, in the PPP regime, that's what the CCJ is saying. There's no urgency to hear the petition. There's urgency to strike it out, though. Service, who gets served wrong, who gets served a day late. There's urgency in pointing that out. But there's no urgency in actually hearing the petition. There's urgency to knock it out of the court. But there's no urgency to hear it on the substance and the merit of the case. On the technicalities, yes. That is what the CCJ is telling us. That's our time, folks. That's our program. See you guys tomorrow. FYI in the morning at 8. Below the belt at 12. And then we're back in the ring at 8, folks. That's our time. Share the damn live. So we get valid and credible information, guys. Please do that for us. In addition to that, good folks. In addition to that, smash the emoji button. Make we look nice. Partner with us as well, folks. You all know we via Zelle, PayPal, we via Cash App, MMG, good folks. MoneyGram and Western Union. That's how we keep all this going to better serve you. To best serve you, folks. To keep it moving, guys. Credible, valid information. Take care. That's our time. And that's our program. Stay safe, guys.